Hi Sam, so here is where we left off last time, an even vertical distribution of shelves with 300mm depth on the back shelf and 200mm on the side. I'll probably repeat this a few times, but this weekend, if we are going to make decisions on Monday, can you double check all of the dimensions you've given me, please? It's really worth going through those very carefully, particularly because what would be good to know is you've given me a different length on these sides, which, yes, that can happen, that's quite normal. It would be good to get an understanding of, is that a right angle and is that a right angle? At the moment I've put the difference at the front, so the angle is here at the front. If none of those are right angles, it doesn't matter. It means that we'll have sort of gaps and things here, but it's just good to know in advance, and you know, sets everyone's expectations. So let's look at version C2, and what I've done here is I've got 3 200mm deep shelves high up at the back, and then going to I think that's a 300, let me just check that. Yeah, 350, okay, so slightly deeper, 350, 200 at the sides, and you can see here that the way that I've gone from the 200 to the 300 and then how I've accounted for that on the side is relatively complicated. We've got a short vertical here and then a long one going through. It's quite a lot of faff for that small variation. The other thing I've changed in this version is I've gone to 6 shelves, as we've discussed, with a distribution of 350mm between shelves 1, 2 and 3, and I think then 28, sorry, centimetres, not millimetres, and then 28 centimetres between shelves 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, oh, and I put the baskets in, as you can see. They are 45 wide. It would be possible to fit in a 60 and a 45. I think you could just about get away with a 60cm span across these shelves. I'm not too keen to go down that road. I prefer to see the 45 support. You could actually add an additional support in behind and still have a 600 wide basket and a 45 wide basket, but that does look quite nice and symmetrical. Okay, you've got some gaps at the side, but you know, most people would find some use for those. Let's go on to version 3, which is my personal favourite. So I've got rid of the different depth on the back shelves. They're all the same depth front to back, and let's just check what I've left that as 300mm, and you've got 200mm down this side. I've done it as an L shape, and what I've done in there is I've put in a rack for spices, oils, things like that, and just I'm seeing if I can quickly drag across. That is, I'm going to send you this photo, but that's the spice rack I've installed at home on our larder door. Okay, so I'm going to send you some 2D drawings and a price for that. The moving components, I'm probably going to put the price up fractionally from where we were, but we've reduced the boards down to a point where, if I had to guess, I think we're probably only using one board there. So there's less metal work, less boards, less waste, and we'll see what price we get to with this. Let me know what you think. Happy to do any tweaks you can see there. Okay.